All right, it's time for our
I'm starting the trash talk now.
review of Mortal Kombat. These guys saw it in theaters. I watched it streaming on HBO Max. How do we want to do this?
Why do you hate theaters, Brett?
I don't.
Why do you want them to die?
I'm sorry.
Why do you hate the Fast and Furious movies, Brett?
Well, let me give you a 30-minute
We don't have
dissertation.
time. Let's keep going. Mortal Kombat, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Mortal
a
Kombat
movie.
in IMAX.
Tell me what your guys' experience in IMAX was.
It was so good to be back.
It was.
It felt so good.
Agreed.
Nice.
Just watching the Fast 9 trailer, the Suicide Squad trailer, and the Dune trailer in all their IMAX glory, and I was like, this is where it's meant to be, man.
Yep.
There's nothing like it.
Yep.
It felt so good. I loved it. Plus that popcorn is...
It was nice. Like, I one of my favorite things, I think, from being back in the theater was just sound.
Yeah.
Just everything sounded so good.
Especially since the last movie we saw in theater
Sounded awful.
sounded horrible.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
The movie...
Yeah. Well, okay, so now tell me about the movie.
I enjoyed it. That's it. That's my tweet. I enjoyed it. Your turn, Tyler.
Did you copy my tweet? Because my tweet was, it was a fun time.
I didn't copy. We didn't say the same thing.
Very close.
Close enough.
Rather than giving a 280 character response, I'll shorten mine to kind of like your guys's.
Go back to the original Twitter when it was 140.
Oh, my bad. No, I did not care for this movie.
As soon as it
You're so
ended, we looked at
predictable.
each other, we were like, Brett's going to hate it. Moving on. Way to not subvert our expectations.
Yeah, no, so...
You call yourself a Ryan Johnson fan.
No, it was just so by the numbers, and the acting I didn't think was really there, and the script was just kind of meh, and it just kind of ends, and I don't know. The action was fine. I thought some of the fights were really good, well done, and some of the fights were just kind of I think it looked great in terms of the visuals. Like,
for 50 mil, baby.
For 50 million, this looked fantastic. Like, shout out to those underpaid, overworked VFX artists.
Yeah.
They're the real heroes here.
They are.
Yeah, they did a good job.
I have no real attachment to the Mortal Kombat series. I don't play the games, so I don't particularly care who is showing up to fight who when. I think probably my biggest complaint is that the finale is just a bunch of little fights that each last about 2 minutes.
Like the game.
Very much like the game.
It's
But
2
then,
rounds, yeah.
I don't know why I wouldn't just play the game. I don't know. It wasn't for me. Glad you guys liked it.
I just think it's so funny that we literally looked at each other as soon as it ended. We were like, Brett's not going to like this.
We're both like...
I'll go last because I probably enjoyed it the most.
They needed to do 2 things right. Fighting and fatalities. And I think they did those things right. The rest is... Honestly, it could depend on the day. I could watch it again and be like, no. But at least on the first viewing, I thought it was fine. The rest. I agree with the acting, mainly in their main protagonist. I didn't think Louis Tan was fantastic. I felt like his acting was pretty flat and emotionless a lot of the time. I thought he was a great stunt performer. I thought his fights were fantastic. I think he really excelled in that.
I think his fights were probably second best for me.
The best fight is the opening fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The worst fight is the Sonya Molina fight where they're on the plank.
Oh.
But yeah, they got right. Also, I thought it was just funny. Kano was really funny.
He was way funnier than I expected him to be.
Yeah, the humor didn't hit as much for me. I when I watch it, I was like, oh, I'm sure Luke and Tyler found these things funny, and I think I was just like,
you were right.
The dialogue's so bad that I just can't even find it funny.
A lot of Kano was improv.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That does not surprise me at all. I think Kano was fine. He served the exact role I expected him to serve, and
he's the most hated Mortal Kombat character.
He went out exactly like I thought he'd go out. Yeah, probably my least favorite time was when he was just hanging out with like the training, and he was like around the dinner table.
Oh, I thought that part was hilarious. That part cracked me up.
I'm glad it did.
All right, yeah, I'll go last. I love Mortal Kombat, and I keep seeing the complaint that there's not a tournament in this movie. There hasn't been a tournament in 7 games, so let's just kill that. The movie, few things. One, I applaud them for getting a story of Outworld meddling with the games because that's always happening. Thank you for doing that. Also, that's what the Mortal Kombat movie in the 90s was about. It's the same story, just different characters. I thought they did a good job portraying Scorpion and Sub-Zero and their kind of rivalry and what that means. I think it'd be interesting to explore their backstory a little bit more, kind of go back to why Bihan is there to try and kill him. Other than just ending his bloodline.
That's the kind of movie I think I'd enjoy.
And I think that's the movie everybody probably wants. And I honestly, Joe Taslim signed on for 4 movies. I'm guessing there was a Mortal Kombat trilogy and a Bihan and Hanzo prequel movie. If they didn't do that, they would be missing out a lot. I'll hit my pros real quick. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I think the movie knows what it is. It kind of has some of that corny, 90s movie kind of feel to it. The Easter eggs are fantastic. There's a lot of really good Easter eggs if you're an MK fan. There's a lot there. And then the fights and fatalities. I'll say fatalities mostly are the pro. I actually think the fights are a con for me. Because I think the way they marketed this movie was, it was going to be like a kung fu film kind of, and it wasn't.
I think I can help with this because while I think the fights were really good, they're the Hollywood version.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So tip for the sequel: pull the camera back.
Yes. Yeah, they were over edited.
So let us watch the fight.
There's too many cuts in every fight. That's my number
specifically
one con.
The Sonya fight. Who's calling me at a time like this? We want to extend your car warranty. Almost all the people in this movie are trained martial artists.
Yeah, or stunt performers.
That's why the opening fight scene is so good, and they pulled the camera back on that one, and I think they could even do better on that one. But like the Sonya Molina fight, it's up close.
Yeah.
It's lots of cuts. Just pull the camera back. Don't cut. Like, do a kick, a parry, a kick, and then you can do a cut. Let's see a reaction to their movements.
Really fast. Like, everything happened so quick.
Like, when you cut mid-punch and you go to the backside so you can get the depth perception trick of most fight scenes. I've been trained to notice that now.
Yeah.
And I notice it a lot.
Yeah.
And when the movie is specifically fighting, martial artists fighting, you don't need to do that. They're trained to do that, and I would bet money that they want to do that. They want to show off their skills.
Louis Tan's from Into the Badlands.
Yeah, that show is wild.
That's what he does. Joe Taslim is from The Raid.
Yep.
Like, these dudes do this for a living, and like I just never really felt like they got to do it.
I would love in the next one to see a one-shot fight. It will be extremely tough to film and perform, but I think they can do it.
Kudos to Simon McQuoid for doing a movie, but they need to hire a director who's a little more experienced in this genre. I think that would have benefited them a lot. So yeah, I would agree. I think there's a lot of room for that. A lot of room for improvement, but it's not a bad first step in my opinion. Yep. My last con would be Louis Tan. Unfortunately, he plays a character that is not from anything. He's completely original for this story. I applaud them for trying. You know, it's hard to add a character into something that's so established like Mortal Kombat. I mean, we're 11 games in, not counting spinoffs. Like, it's hard to add a character and make him, you know, someone you want to root for. I thought his kind of, like, his suit looked cool minus the sweatpants. Like, if you're going to do something like that, go for it. Don't half do it. This movie should have been Liu Kang. Ludi Lin did a fantastic job as Liu Kang. I think everybody in the cast did a good job as their characters, except for Louis Tan and Mehcad Brooks. Mehcad Brooks as Jax is not for me.
I'd agree with that.
He is.
I wouldn't say they're like, whoa, fantastic, but they all do, at the base, their job to something good.
Yeah. We'll get to see more of Scorpion in Army of the Dead, so get excited.
Scorpion is in it?
He's, well, yeah.
Not a Scorpion.
But no, you know, all in all,
I'd watch that movie.
All in all, I enjoyed it. Like, I love Mortal Kombat. There was a lot here to like about it, to go forward with. I think it'll get a sequel. It seems to be doing pretty well. It didn't make a ton of money, but it topped the box office.
It's the highest HBO Max movie.
Like, viewership wise?
Yeah, it beat Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, wow.
Good. I mean, James Wan is.
So I saw on Twitter. Who knows?
Was it from
Twitter's full of lies.
Was it from a credible source, you think?
I remember thinking at the time it was credible.
Okay. No, I mean, I hope it does well. I hope it gets a sequel. I know that their plans for the trilogy are to do pre-tournament, tournament, post-tournament. That's the trilogy plan, and then that fourth movie, I'm telling you, it's got to be a prequel. It would be a horrible missed opportunity if it wasn't. Mm-hmm. But no, I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. I probably will watch it again before it leaves HBO Max.
I'll watch it when the second one's going to come out, just to kind of catch up on all the characters. Because I'm more like Brett. I don't have a lot of history with Mortal Kombat. I played 2 and 3 on the SNES at a church event. Woo!
Yeah, I've played them all.
You're a real gamer.
No, I just like Mortal Kombat.
Sounds like your rating is probably going to be fanboy worthy. Am I right?
I have to give it 2 ratings.
Okay.
Well, then let's get. He's the one who's cheating. Let's get in.
I am cheating. As a movie, I give it a Matthew McConaughey. As a Mortal Kombat movie, I give it a fanboy worthy. Okay. However, most of the Mortal Kombat fanboys hate it because it's not exactly what they wanted it to be. So.
Yeah.
Classic
fanboy, am I right?
As we soak in the fanboys' tears as they cry because they didn't get their way. I love it.
I agree, Lepke, that Kano is way over the top, but it fit the universe and movie. I would agree with that. I think it's hard to make Kano likable, but they did a pretty good job of doing it. He's an absolute D-bag. And no one likes him in the game either. So.
Luke, what do you give this?
I give it a Matthew McConaughey. Mainly because the stuff that I thought they did the best still could use improvement. Mm-hmm. But I also give it that because the flawless victory in the movie was awesome. I remember there during that scene, I looked at Tyler and I was like, yeah, they nailed that.
Yeah, that was
they nailed cool. Kung Lao.
I thought he was great.
Yeah.
He was probably my favorite.
I would agree.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's such a cool character. He can teleport with his hat too in the games. It's so sick.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I'll give it a straight to streaming.
Gosh, what a hater.
Probably no surprise for anyone here. I do think, kind of like what you guys are saying, it does certain things well. The fatalities, I think, pretty much all of them work. I mean, when the big four-armed guy gets finished,
Goro.
yeah, that was dope.
That was an annoying scene to me.
Yeah. Tell me more. Why?
Cole's first real fight should not have been Goro.
Yeah. See, I don't know these things.
Goro is like the final boss in the early games. And they're like, Prince Goro, go get killed by homeboy with his sweatpants on. Like, what?
Dude, he had to protect his family. His family was a better actor than him.
That sucks for Louis Tan, though. Shatterstar.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
sad.
if they... Yeah, what all they do there.
I feel like the emphasis is not going to be on him.
No,
anymore.
he'll just be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be on Johnny Cage, dude.
Oh, yeah, they did set that up, didn't they?
They did.
They did.
The reason he wasn't in
Going
it
to
is because they
Hollywood.
didn't want to do a straight white guy.
Side note, I keep seeing people fan cast Johnny Cage people. See, like, Chris Evans and others. Cast a martial artist. Cast a stunt performer. Get the important stuff down.
Yeah.
Pull back the camera.
The guy they want for Johnny Cage, well, that Ed Boon wants for Johnny Cage is a WWE wrestler.
The Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Get a real fighter, not an act fighter.
They got to get somebody who can act a little bit because Johnny Cage is like the most charismatic character in
I would
Mortal
agree.
Kombat.
I think that one of the reasons why it's a straight to stream for me is because the acting's not there, and that may be part of that. May be script and what they're given in terms of that. But if you're not going to cast someone who can act, then the fights have to be so amazingly spectacular that it overshadows the fact that it's just bad acting. It's kind of like the Godzilla vs. Kong thing that we were talking about. The MonsterVerse movie, you really just want to see them. You either want to see the monsters fight, or you want to see the monsters fight, but have good character in there too. And they just keep giving us the monster fights and not the character. And when you don't have monsters and you have fighters, they're one and the same, right? Like, you can't get away from, that's... Like, at the end of the fight, it's not like, we're going to different characters now. It's like, okay, now we're following this character back. How has this character changed because of this fight? Not at all, really. Like, they're a little more confident, I guess, in their abilities.
Confidence is key.
Can we all agree that the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fights were good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Both of them
Yep.
were good.
I like that reveal, too.
And their
As
costumes.
someone who didn't know anything about the Mortal Kombat universe, I was like, oh, he's back. Like, when the mask comes off. It's
I
like,
was so glad they did the he conquered hell thing. Because that is... I thought they were going to shy away from that.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to try to be a little too grounded in his story, but no,
They're going for it.
They went for it. And like when he does the skull face thing, I was like, oh yeah. He's full on demon Scorpion now. That was my favorite fatality in the old games. That and the dragon from Liu Kang. Except Liu Kang actually turned into a dragon, not a fire dragon.
Didn't just create the spirit of the fire dragon.
Also, another con. Raiden.
Yeah, I didn't.
I saw a
get
tweet that he was a
Raiden.
glorified Uber driver, and I could not get that out of my head.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Especially
5 stars.
Sorry, I'm gonna get angry about this. So they show the scene, it's in the trailer, it's in the movie, where Raiden and Shang Tsung are on the opposite sides of the room. That looks like a level from any fighting game ever, and you're like, oh, it's about to go down. And then they're just like, I'm gonna teleport you out of here.
Yeah.
Why did you teleport him out when they're in the temple? Like, that's so stupid.
The fact that, like...
Give me the sick Raiden beatdowns that he gives in the video games, man.
Like, I get it's a movie and we got to get people from place to place, but like The fact that both sides just have the ability to teleport literally wherever they want was very annoying.
You know what's hilarious to me? Jax is trying to find the champions.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Raiden can teleport them wherever he wants. Literally, it's like, hey, that dude's got the thing. Hey, bro, we got a thing going on. We need your help. Like,
yeah.
It's just like it's script padding.
But his character arc is that he, is following the rules, and now he's helping them because the Outworld is not following the rules. But the Outworld has never followed the. I don't.
They haven't.
Anything.
It's true. They've never followed the rules.
I did not think about it that much.
These guys.
I'm thinking about it now.
These guys told me to turn my brain off, and I tried that, and I.
What would you rather watch? Mortal Kombat or Godzilla vs. Kong?
Godzilla vs. Kong.
What would you rather watch, Mortal Kombat 2 or Fast 9?
It's Mortal Kombat 2.
The next one that will come out.
It'll be the tournament.
Or Fast 9. Probably Fast 9.
Wow. We got him.
You heard it here. Brett loves the Fast and Furious franchise.
There's your IGN headline of the week.
What have I be? Oh no.
Brett picks Fast and Furious as the one movie he wants to watch.
Well, that was a good review. I that was fun.
Yeah. So my personal review, fanboy worthy.
Okay.
My movie review,
Math guy. Cool. Well, heading over to the fan box. Nick, aka Game Lord Master,
my man
from the chat, asks us: you gotta take one fighter from the Mortal Kombat movie to be your champion. Who you got?
From the Mortal Kombat movie? Scorpion.
From the movie, yes.
Scorpion? Absolutely.
He answered so fast.
My second choice would be Raiden, even though he didn't fight anybody. That dude he's an elder god, which I could not believe they did that either. I did not think we would talk about that.
So. I mean, they talked about it by mentioning one line, right?
He said it twice.
Okay.
I want the dude who beat Cole in the opening scene when he's just an MMA fighter.
Ramirez?
Yeah. Because I think he would be better at fighting. You beat him, I mean.
I picked the spinny hat guy,
Kung Lao?
Kung Lao, yes.
The descendant of the great Kung Lao?
The spinning... The spinning hat's awesome.
Who would I actually pick, though? I don't know any of their names.
I'll help you. Oh, hold on. Can I pick the Easter egg guy? Can I pick Kotal Khan?
Sure.
Okay.
What
he's a god. He's in.
Yeah, but
he's in this scene. He's on a news picture.
Oh. So he's not actually in the movie, so you're cheating. I see how it is. You gotta cheat to win, Tyler. Wow. That's too bad.
I don't know.
I couldn't believe they did Sonya's blast gauntlets.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah.
I wish we got more of them.
I'll pick Sonya.
She used them once? Used them twice?
She used them at the end, yeah, when she got the mark. And her Arcana immediately kicked in, I guess.
Yeah.
I did like the Arcana angle. I kind of dig that.
I liked... I'm gonna go back here. I guess we are still... No, we're in Fanbox now. So I like the Arcana angle for almost... Like, for everyone except for Cole. I felt like his thing was just...
Get beat up, bro.
He gets everyone else got, like... No, not everyone else. I know.
That's nice.
I felt like they were highlighting, like...
Dude, Kano got a laser. It's even better than
got
fireballs.
A laser, you got fireballs, you have the, like, things, you've got... I don't know what...
That's Kotal Khan.
Okay. Kung Lao had his... Like, I just felt like it wasn't consistent.
Yeah, it needed to be a little more fleshed out.
I expected Cole to get some sort of glowy magic thing. And he got a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suit that was a little more organic than...
And a nightstick.
Which were cool when they were used, but I think I was expecting a little more based on what I had seen with the others, not knowing what an elder god is, and like, okay, so should I expect them to have the some sort of lightning ability as well? I wasn't clear on all the Arcana stuff, so
It's new.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. It's new for the movie.